Two Florida girls just looking to act bad and live free. JT and Young Miami embarked on a journey to start rap careers out of pure fun, releasing their first diss song turned empowerment anthem via SoundCloud, and it gained a response that these women were absolutely not expecting.
I feel like me and Carisha definitely can do it. I really feel like that. I don't care what nobody say. I don't give a fuck what no on the internet say. I feel like if we get together and we strive, we can kill a game, because I feel like it's nobody like us.
Carisha, whose stage name is Young Miami, came from a small town in Florida known as Opelika. Although she did have a brother and sister, JT quickly became family after meeting JT while in middle school. She grew up in a rough neighborhood, although her mom was very well connected with artists known as Rick Ross, Trick, and Trina, who's like a godmother to Young Miami. Young Miami's life took a turn for the worse after her mom was sentenced to prison in 2009. Her mother, Kenya Young, was charged with first-degree murder for the death of Emily Robinson. Kenya drove to the Aventura Mall with a friend, stole Michael Kors and Juicy Couture purses from Macy's, and led the police on a high-speed chase that ended with a collision that led to Emily's death. After pleading guilty, Kenya received a sentence of 5 years plus an additional 10 years probation. She was released in 2021. Jatavia Johnson, whose stage name is JT, was from Liberty City. Her mom was never around due to her drug addiction, so she spent a good bit of her childhood with her drug dealer dad and her 15 siblings. JT often felt out of place because her mom wasn't around while her siblings had both parents, and it led her to often act out and run away. She would spend many of the nights at Young Miami's grandma's house.
Okay, so my life was like a little crazy because growing up I did have a dad who had a lot of money. He sold drugs and he had a lot of money, but it was like a mama's baby daddy maybe situation. So it was like my dad had 16 kids, but I didn't look like them. So it was always, I felt like always I was like a black sheep in my family, or I wasn't treated fairly because he did not like my mom. Like, I know my dad probably see this, but he did not like my mom. So I didn't think he liked me because he hated her. So I lived with him because my mom was like on drugs, and I feel like I was never treated fairly because I stayed with my stepmom and that was their mom. So it was like my sisters and brothers, and they was with their mom and my dad, and it was like, okay, they with their mom and their dad, they still married family, and I'm just an outcast. Like, I was always so outspoken, always so in trouble. I stopped living with my dad when I was like 13 years old, and I wanted to leave.
Where's your mom that whole time?
On drugs. In prison, like always in and out of prison. My mom was in prison and she was on drugs my whole childhood. I moved from with my dad when I was like 13 years old, and I went to live with my aunt and my cousins because I felt like they was so cool. Like, they was having their way and they was doing what they wanted to do. When I got down there,
where was this?
I was living in Opelika, like Carol City, in Opelika with my dad.
Right.
And then I moved to Liberty City. My mom's side of the family is from Liberty City. I used to cheer for Liberty City, and
of course you cheered. You're probably so cute.
Yeah, and then I got down there and I realized they can't do what they want. This is fucking poverty. Like, and so I went from like a decent home, no shade to my aunt, but she would tell the truth too. We was struggling, like we was struggling so bad, and my dad would give like $300 a month, and she would keep it because, you know, she got to put grocery and all of this stuff. So I wouldn't have nothing no more. And then I wanted to go back home with my dad, but that's why I resent my dad now. Like, I don't really fuck with him like that because I wanted to go back home. Like, I'm like, all right, like I want to go back home. He never let me. Like, he never let me.
Why?
13. The last words I remember is, "You made your bed, lay in it."
Although the ladies were very popular in their cities, they never had a desire to rap ever. JT's interest in rapping died when her dad would force her to write raps for her siblings because he always had this burning desire of his kids starting a rap group called Protege.
I'm not gonna lie to you, like, in my daddy's house, it was a studio. And I never wanted to be no rapper no more because when we was little, my daddy had a lot of kids and he wanted us to be a group called the Proteges. None of them couldn't rap. And he used to make me sit in there and write all their raps. And I was like, I don't want to be no rapper. I never thought about rapping.
I always knew that I didn't want to be a regular person. I won't say that I wanted to be a rapper, but I never wanted to be an average person. Like, I don't know what I exactly wanted to be, but it wasn't necessarily a rapper, but I never wanted to be average.
I used to always play around and say that I wanted to be a rapper, but I never wanted to be a rapper. I just used to say that, like, I tweak sometimes and be like, I want to be a rapper when I grow up, but not for real. But I became a rapper, so it's funny.
It wasn't until August 2017 that both of the ladies decided to try their luck, considering the fact that they had nothing to lose. JT reached out to Young Miami summer of 2017 to have her join a diss track with her, and although Miami was very hesitant about it, JT was able to convince her to do it. Once the ladies hit the booth, the song had a whole new theme. It was more about empowering women than dissing them. It was the first time either had been in a recording studio, but their attitude was undeniable. The track steadily racked up SoundCloud plays and became a fixture on the Southern Florida strip club circuit. Suddenly, clubs from Tampa to Jacksonville were asking how much the duo charged for shows, and just like that, they became rappers on accident. JT and Young Miami secured a manager that had connections to Coach K of Quality Control. And just 2 months into their career, they had a talk with Coach K about their accidental hit and talked themselves right into a deal. It wasn't long before JT and Young Miami realized that they couldn't just go by solo names. They actually had to pick a group name for marketing purposes. And thanks to P, the CEO of Quality Control, City Girls was born.
Did you guys come up with your name then? Like, probably after you dropped that song. You probably didn't have a name yet.
No,
No.
we were still calling ourselves like Young Miami JT.
We didn't want to be like a group name. We just wanted to be Young Miami JT. But when we got signed, it was like, y'all
Have to have a group name. So Coach K gave us options. Well, everybody had to say so for the names. Well, I couldn't come up with a name.
They wanna name
everything I
us-
was thinking of, I thought was corny.
They want to name us Twosome.
They wanted
No,
what?
our management team wanted to name us Twosome.
Twosome.
Over there, Nuki.
Like,
I'm like, what that mean? Then somebody was like group chat, and then
I like the group chat. That was cute.
Oh, she touched her hair and moved it.
I like that.
That was a no.
And then Coach
Oh
was
my
like
God.
City Girls, and I was like, that fit
and
us.
Babs.
City Girls is good though.
Yeah.
So you guys both immediately agreed on City Girls.
I was like, I like it. We was in the car. I convinced her. I was like,
She
it's
convinced me
cute.
to like City Girls because I was thinking of the name Girls. I was like, man, we not girls, we grown. You know, you see the word girls and you automatically think a girl. And then it's like, now we finna come out here rapping vulgar. And it's like, you gonna always think of them as City Girls, like little young girls. But then as it kept going in a marketing plan Coach had for it and like the logos and stuff, I was like, okay, this look grown, this look sexy. Like this
I liked it when I
this
heard
go.
it. Like City Girls.
It's cute. I see what you mean though. You're like, I don't want to go like teeny bopper,
Like
something with
girls,
it.
like Powerpuff Girls,
Cheetah Girls.
Cheetah Girls. Yeah, I'm like, that's what I was thinking of, but it worked out. It's working out.
Enjoying their newfound success, the ladies was hit with their first big lesson in business, as rapper Kaya did not like that the City Girls sampled her song My Neck, My Back for their SoundCloud track.
Q, P, bitch, you know I'm mad at you because you let them old dirty ass City Girls sample my shit and you didn't pay me. Why you act like you got so much motherfucking money, you ugly fat neck bitch, and you got them two hoes pregnant, two friends supposed to be pregnant from your ugly ass at the same time. You know if you ain't had no money, them hoes wouldn't be with your ugly fat face ass. But if you was a real nigga, you would have called the queen to write for them young dirty ugly ass hoes, City Girls, and you would have paid me, you know? So you think, oh, I ain't gonna put the single on the album, you know, cause I don't wanna pay Kaya. Fuck, nigga, you paying these hoes? Why you didn't pay a real bitch? That's why I don't like you fuck ass niggas. Fuck you, Quality Control. Fuck you, QC. I love you, Coach K. You know, I like an older man. I like Coach K. Now, Coach K, I love you. Now, we done did some bit. I love you. But you should have told that fuck nigga to pay me.
After Kaya showed her dismay for the ladies and not receiving proper payment, the CEO did respond with contract details confirming that payments were indeed sent, and as a response, Kaya deleted her post. The ladies went on to drop their first mixtape titled Period in May of 2018, and despite all of the hype around the mixtape, there was lingering news that City Girls had to face, and that was JT turning herself in soon after being indicted for aggravated identity theft on fraudulent credit cards and sentenced to 2 years in prison.
Why I'm going to jail? If I tell y'all one more time why I'm going to jail, I did fucking fraud. That's why I'm going to jail. Don't ask me no more. Y'all probably trying to scream record me.
For both of us, but and it was just like so sad. Like everybody was quiet, but I tried to make it fun. So I was trying to do everything to keep a smile on her face, but it was like the next stop was jail. I can't make you laugh when it's like nearly 5 minutes away. I feel like you losing somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody special. That's somebody I talk to every day.
She reported to prison on June 29th of 2018, the same day that Drake dropped his new hit single, In My Feelings, featuring City Girls, and this song gave the ladies a mainstream cosign. Knowing JT's prison sentence was looming, City Girls recorded much of the mixtape Period and released it in the spring of 2018, and also recorded their debut album to be released later that year. The pair knocked out more than 200 songs over the course of about 2.5 months. After JT reported to prison in June of 2018, Young Miami was left with the burden of whether or not the group would survive, with JT being behind bars. Quality Control had so much riding on this group that they made sure that Miami was in position to hold the group down while JT was away.
We already about to get ready to shut down, man. So we know we got a lot of work to do.
I understand you're pregnant, and I understand there's a lot on you right now. But you still got to carry the group.
In August of 2018, Young Miami came under fire over what some would call her homophobic tweets, where she mentioned that she would beat the gay out of her son. After doubling down on her statement, she later apologized to the LGBT community, saying, "My deepest apologies, and my heart goes out to those who have that tweet and were offended by that. The City Girls appreciate all of their support no matter what their sexuality is."
Some tweets about the LGBT community. They didn't like that either.
You
apologize for those, though.
I didn't tweet nothing about them. I was just talking about my son. I just said that if I saw anything gay in my son, that I would beat him. But that's just like your mama be like, if you break my tail, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. That don't mean she gonna beat the shit out of you. She just saying, I don't have nothing against gay people, but I wouldn't want my son to be gay. Just being a mother, like I wouldn't want my son dating the same sex. But I'm around a lot of gay people all the time. My stylist is gay, my cousin gay. I love gay people. My favorite cousin that died was gay. That don't mean that I have nothing against gay people because I don't want my son to be gay.
I think what you're saying that you would beat him, it makes it seem like it's something wrong. That's wrong. That's how people took it and look at it.
But you was young when you tweeted that, though.
Yeah, I was. But, I mean, I apologize for it. I don't know why they took it offensive.
Young Miami definitely held JT and the group down during her absence, handling business and performing at festivals, tours, and award shows solo. And later that year in November, the City Girls dropped their studio album, Girl Code, which debuted at number 14 on Billboard's Emerging Artists. The City Girls entered the year 2019 strong with a song and music video featuring Cardi B that helped get the song Twerk to Billboard's Hot 100, making it the ladies' first Hot 100 entry. Not only was that something to celebrate, but Miami conceived her baby girl Summer while she was at the height of the City Girls' career. And as exciting as that may have been, it was also very stressful. She decided to wait late into her pregnancy to inform Coach K and P that she was pregnant. The industry didn't seem as supportive towards women having babies and maintaining rap careers.
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know, you 5 months pregnant already. I talk to you every day. We've been planning every day. Why you wait 5 months to tell us? Why you crying?
I just don't want to be like, we on the rise tonight. It's just like, I'm gonna step back now.
I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a lot of pressure on you. It's gonna be a lot of pressure. So you gotta be strong. I need you to like really be strong, you know what I'm saying?
Miami stayed strong and stayed down as she continued to push the group forward even while pregnant and being a mom to her son. Video began to surface where JT and Young Miami can be heard dissing not only Cardi B, but Nicki Minaj as well, leading Young Miami to have to do the damage control on behalf of the group.
I'm beefing with Nicki, but I ain't no Remy. I got that Remy in my house, and you know I got plenty. This ain't Brazilian, this that upscale. I got your and he love it cause I'm that. Cardi B had love and hip hop to help her. We ain't got love and hip hop. And you keep talking, I'ma diss Cardi. Okay, I don't mind dissing.
The Shade Room, I don't like y'all. Stop fucking posting me. Stop posting JT. Stop posting when it comes about the City Girls, because y'all pick and choose what the fuck y'all want to post. But y'all want to run and post some shit, talk about JT dissing motherfucking Cardi B. What the fuck JT be like dissing Cardi B? JT ain't dissing no fucking Cardi B. Everybody know we fuck with Cardi B. Everybody fucking know that. What the fuck JT be like dissing Cardi B? That's not no fucking diss track. First of all, that was 2 years ago. We was sitting in the car fucking freestyling. JT ain't diss Cardi B. She ain't say shit about Cardi B. What she said was, Cardi had love and hip hop to help her. We ain't got no, that was her platform. We ain't got no platform. So if we gotta diss anybody, that's what we want to do.
She ain't say shit about Cardi B. She never dissed Cardi B. Where's that a diss? She ain't say shit about Cardi B. That's for one. Like, y'all stop fucking playing games. Sorry, so she calling doing a diss over the phone. She ain't doing no fucking diss over no fucking phone. What the fuck she like dissing Cardi B? At the end of the day, Cardi B, QC, we all a fucking family. We all a team. We not never going to get Cardi B ever. Like, y'all stop fucking playing that shit aggravating as fuck. Y'all taking some old shit and trying to make it like it's a new diss track release. JT this, JT that. Keep JT name out y'all fucking mouth. Y'all bitches aggravating as fuck. Stop posting us. We don't need y'all to post us. Y'all don't post shit positive about us. Y'all always trying to make us seem like we just got problems with everybody. We just these ghetto ass. First of all, we from the hood. Everybody know that. We were just playing. We never thought that we was going to be rappers. We would just sit in the fucking car playing around, freestyling on the beat. We never thought nobody was going to hear that shit. We ain't never think we was going to be signed. We never thought none of that. We just was playing around, just fucking playing. We never once did Cardi B, never once saying that about Cardi B. Y'all bitches is aggravating as fuck. Y'all want inner city girls so bad. But it ain't going to happen.
Not only did Young Miami have to clear their names, she had to dodge literal bullets that came flying at the back of her G-Wagon. On the early morning of August 6th of 2019, Young Miami was leaving the studio when her vehicle was shot at 14 times. She was able to make a report to the police about the incident and confirm that she and her unborn child were not harmed.
They just started shooting, but you know how like they had their lights off, so I never saw them. Like whoever it was, they had their lights off. I don't know where they came from. That's what they were saying. No, it came from behind me. The shots started from behind me. They didn't start. They started from behind me because when I got to the house, I said, "Oh shit, somebody's shooting." The first shot hit the fucking spell top hit. And then I don't know how the shots came from on the side of me because you stay in my window. I think they were the most shot.
Young Miami faced difficulty after difficulty during 2019. It seems that things were getting better after they learned that JT will be free soon, and then she was denied early release. JT was eventually transferred to a halfway house in October of 2019, where she was required to remain until her 2-year sentence was complete in March of 2020. Which was the start of a global pandemic, and that led to a nationwide shutdown that prevented artists and entertainers from making money as they normally do at festivals and shows. City girls had to figure out a way to pivot to keep going. The ladies topped off the year with a documentary that captured their lives and careers leading up to the release of their sophomore album, City on Lock. Unfortunately, that album ended up being leaked, causing the ladies to release the album much earlier than desired. This will always mark a very devastating and depressing time for not only the group, but for Young Miami specifically. Just weeks before the unexpected release of their album, Young Miami lost the father of her son due to gun violence. While Young Miami was going through her own struggles with life, JT appeared to be dealing with a few of her own. Her boyfriend Uzi was exposed for cheating on her. JT and Uzi began dating while she was in the halfway house after being released from prison at the end of 2019. He wined and dined her by taking her to Taco Bell, but that was after he let her get $30,000 from him without question.
My man, I was still in a halfway house, so he came and seen me. He came to Atlanta. I was still in a halfway house.
That's real love.
And he gave me, like, he had a bag full of money, and I had a little Chanel bag, and he was like, take as much as you can.
Not the baby Chanel.
And I only could fit $30,000, and I was so mad. He took me, like, to Louis Vuitton and Taco Bell.
Taco Bell?
In September of 2020, photos of a woman and Uzi surfaced online showing the two kissing, and when JT learned about it, Uzi told her that it was just a fan. The woman and JT had a sparring match via Twitter where JT appeared to be standing behind her man against a groupie. She eventually broke up with Uzi, and at some point, she and him got back together, and he would be found to be cheating again. The following year, after JT and Uzi graced a magazine cover in 2021, Uzi was exposed by his ex, Brittany Bird, as a reaction to the magazine cover. Not only did she put sock emojis under the post claiming that he stuffed his underwear with socks, she revealed the text messages between the two where Uzi denied being in a relationship with JT and declared that he was in love with Brittany. Brittany insinuated that JT was only a side chick.
I offer this to every young girl, every woman, or young person following me to never give your whole life to a man, never let a man use to attack another woman. Don't allow yourself to be abused, confused, misused enough to become an abuser. I'm too much of a womanist. I am too much of a feminist to ever allow myself to hate you. You can call me homeless, but I saw you get three-pieced like a person in a Mayweather fight and asking for a hotel room in a safe environment. And it just didn't make me feel good to see that. It made me feel sorry for the girls who think that abuse is okay. You can call me everything but a child of God, but I never want to see a woman get beat. I want to use this platform for good, for real. And the beef, it just showed me that any young girls that follow me to never be in a situation like that, and it just showed me to never allow myself to be around an environment like that again.
Despite Britney's efforts to break up JT and Uzi, it didn't work. Later that year, Britney did have a run-in with Uzi that led to her being physically assaulted by him. Uzi went on to plead no contest to the charges of 1 count of felony assault with a firearm and 1 of misdemeanor injury. Uzi was sentenced to 3 years of formal probation, 1 year of treatment for mental health and substance abuse, and 52 weeks of domestic violence counseling. He must also pay restitution and comply with a 10-year criminal protective order. Now, just before assaulting Britney, Uzi and JT were called out by fans for his mistreatment of Young Miami while on Instagram Live.
Okay, let me add JT. Hold on.
We all been laughing about. Yes.
What's poppin'?
What's up?
Krisha, somebody want to talk to you.
Okay, come on.
Can I see that phone, please? Is this Carisha? Is this Carisha? Yes or no? Come on, because I already was in the DMs looking pussy and I don't play that shit. Is this Carisha? Bro, stop playing me if I embarrass you on this shit. Is this Carisha?
Baby, your woman is saying that to you on the passenger seat.
And you know my whole body and soul, and you know I don't give a fuck about nothing. So listen, is this Carisha?
Uzi, me and you don't have to be friends.
I don't care,
Carisha. That's understood. We don't have to be friends.
Carisha, it ain't even about that though. It ain't even about that because you know me. I ain't never got to see you just like you ain't never got to see me.
Uzi, what you gotta say?
I'm about to say it. Let me get my whole speech out because you know I don't do this. Okay? Yeah, I do. It's me. Look at my car. Look at my life. I do way too much.
Okay.
So anyway, Carisha. And JT told me, she like, Uzi, you ain't gonna do nothing to make it worse, so don't say nothing. But you know, clearly I run this shit. And this is mine. So it's just like, Carisha, shut up. JT. If I told you tongue kiss me on this live right now, you won't do it.
Okay, well just say
so just chill. Hey. You saw what I said to you, Carisha, because you left me on scene.
Yeah, because it's like, it's understood. Me and you not friends, and we don't have to be friends. That's it.
But it's not about that, Carisha. I told you, I ain't gonna say it on live. I already told you what be wrong with me. Everybody know what be wrong with me. You don't know me like that.
Yeah, but exactly. I never did nothing to you. This your second
No,
time.
you didn't know. You see what I said. You saw what I said.
So at this point, it's just
and
like
it's my last. And it's my last time. Like whether you like it or not, it's my last time. I would never do you like that. I'd never ever do you like that. That's not even in me. Like I won't do you like that. What you do to me? Like what you did to me? Honestly, tell me what you did to me.
All right, baby, I see what you want.
Relax.
What you want.
I'm not on no weirdo shit. What you did to me?
No, I'm just saying like you up there.
Yeah, I am up there, but I'm not gonna go there.
Take it too long with my phone.
You're not getting on live anyway. That's number one.
Okay, so Uzi, you could just hang up and we'll talk off the live because it's a lot.
Yeah, because he gonna.
No, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just saying you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get
All
what
right,
you're saying.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right. Get off live.
All right.
JT and Uzi both returned to social media to say that it was just jokes and people shouldn't take things so serious. But it was a little too late because when Young Miami's boyfriend, Southside, got wind of what took place, he decided to let Uzi know who not to play with.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this one time. Hey, Uzi, don't address none of my bitch, my nigga. You handle your bitch, nigga. You stay on your side and y'all stay on y'all side. You got one more time to say something. You ain't got one more time to say nothing to my bitch, nigga. I promise you I'm gonna punch your teeth out your mouth. Don't say nothing else, nigga. Nothing else to my bitch, nigga. If you don't like my bitch, don't like my bitch. Let them do them. I don't get in they shit. We don't get in they problems, nigga. Stay the little weirdo you is, nigga. Keep rocking purses. Keep doing that bitch shit you doing. I ain't with none of that plan, bro. None of that. None of that plan. I'm the same nigga that saved you from getting robbed from offsetting them, nigga. Don't forget that. I'm the same nigga. I was the only nigga in the studio that had blicks on me, nigga. I'm the same nigga that kept you from getting your jury took when Merc was picking up your jury, nigga. Let's not play stupid, my nigga. Stop playing dumb with me, nigga. Don't play stupid at all, bro. Don't play dumb. You feel me? Go on with that shit, bro. Deal with your bitch, fuck with your bitch, nigga. And stay with your bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. One time I will slap dog shit out you. I could have slapped dog shit out you at the party the other day. You feel me? You and that motherfucker with security. I don't ride around Miami with security. We ride around Miami with sticks, nigga. That's it. That's how we play. I'm tired of you bitch ass niggas going on this bitch acting like you niggas is tough and you niggas is gangster. You niggas hide up under niggas from Atlanta, go around niggas in Atlanta, pay niggas, give niggas whatever the fuck they want just so niggas can be around you. I ain't gotta do none of that, nigga. I'm really thugging, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. Don't say nothing else to my bitch, nigga. That's my last time saying this shit, nigga. I'm telling you. Or you gonna have a real problem on your hands. Herb can't save you. Mainsky can't save you. Watt can't save you. Nobody can't save you. I want my head up, nigga. I want my fade, nigga. You want to box Richard Kidd so bad? Come box me, you bitch ass.
Although JT and Uzi could be seen at the 2023 BET Awards having a public altercation, there wasn't much interaction between Young Miami and Uzi since the 2021 IG Live incident. Many of the fans believe that that is exactly when the changes within the group begin to happen, after Uzi disrespected Young Miami in front of everyone.
This is a group. So I feel like Uzi shouldn't be trying to like come in and, you know, like tell us what we should be doing as a group. This is our group. So I don't want him to be involved in our group because I feel like this is our shit. Like this is me and hers and we both got brains enough to say like, okay, I like this, I like that. And we don't need him to tell us that.
Young Miami's ex-boyfriend Southside may have defended her honor against Uzi, but it wasn't enough to keep the two together. Young Miami eventually moved on to a billion-dollar baller known as Diddy. Dating older bosses has always been a desire of Young Miami's, so it wasn't a surprise when many learned that she was dating Diddy.
I would date like a 50 Cent. He's just a boss all over. Like,
Ew. Okay, 50, I don't want to smoke. Oh.
Music, like he's just like such a boss.
Yeah.
And he's just like he a bully.
You like that?
I love that. I love that. And he got money. He got money.
He's trolling.
Yeah,
I like that. I like
he look
that.
good. And he look like he smell good. And he got the money.
Young Miami may have been fortunate to enter a work relationship only with 50 Cent for BMF, but she definitely took a chance at love with Sean Diddy Combs. Young Miami and Diddy met at a birthday party in 2021. The two began to date openly, yet low-key, before Diddy confirmed the rumors on Caresha Please's podcast. Although the two have been dating, which appeared to be exclusively, Young Miami was very adamant that she was still single, but dating. And that didn't stop her from letting Diddy know that they go together. Real bad.
What's your relationship status? Mr. Act Bad.
I'm single, you know. I'm single, but I'm dating. I'm just taking my time with life.
All right. So what we is?
We date. We dating. We go have dates. And we friends.
Okay.
We go to exotic locations. We have great times. We go to strip clubs, church.
Church.
I'm gonna take you to church.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, like, what you like about me? Cause people be like, she ain't his type. He wouldn't talk to her. So, what is it about me that you like about me? Like, why you fucking with a city girl?
I mean, cause you authentic. You know, you're like one of the realest people I ever met. You know what I'm saying? And you're authentically yourself. And you're a great mother. And you know, a great friend. You just have a good time. You know.
Is that fun?
Time. Yeah, you the funnest. You the funnest. Young Miami.
She went on to support Diddy at the BET Awards to show him support, holding a Go Poppy sign front and center as he received the Lifetime Achievement Award. Shortly after this public embarrassment, Caresha continued to inform people that she was single. Fans believe that Caresha remaining single was the best thing for her to do, as Diddy went on to announce the birth of his new daughter by another woman just months after confirming that he and Caresha were dating. Now, Diddy has always been known to be a player, and although he has been known to date multiple women while dating Caresha, Caresha was the only one that would hit the red carpets with him. Fans began to speculate and call Caresha a side chick, to which Diddy had to come out and clarify that she was no side chick. Diddy said, "Young Miami is not my side chick. Never has been, never will be. She's very important and special to me, and I don't play about my shawty wop. I don't discuss things on the internet, and I will not start today. So think what you want, but know that if you do something to hurt mine, I'm going to come to your house and we're going to talk about it like human beings. Love." After Diddy clarified that Young Miami was not a side chick, his ex-girlfriend, Gina Huang, decided to add fuel to the fire after learning that her ex-boyfriend welcomed another child. Gina trolled Young Miami by saying, "When she beefing with you over a ninja, but whole time he got someone else pregnant," alongside a video of her trolling. After learning about this video, Caresha responded to Gina saying, "If I wanted you to eat my, Diddy would have you on your knees. You a eater. You a munch." Young Miami continued to date Diddy for another year or so, despite him being caught out multiple times with his ex-girlfriend, Gina. At the top of 2021, the City Girls started the year off great, showing that they are forces to be reckoned with after Issa Rae announced that they will be co-executive producers of the television show Rap Shit. This new opportunity made the ladies more hopeful about future collabs. In an interview with GQ, the City Girls made it clear that they still had hope to team up with Nicki Minaj on a track. When Nicki learned of this, she addressed her reasons for not wanting to work with the City Girls.
Yachty, your label mate QC, he said he wouldn't work with Nicki because of the beef with Cardi. So would you work with Nicki?
I just rather stay away from that question. Like, I don't want to get into that. But I am Team Cardi. City Girls is Team Cardi. Cardi support the City Girls.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to ask. He don't have to ask. We'll just wake up and it's a tweet about the City Girls. Like, she really loves City Girls. She support the City Girls. I'm supporting whoever supported us.
Now, we love Cardi.
Period.
Yeah, Cardi support
that's
everything
home
we do.
team right there. So you'd fight for Cardi, basically.
Yeah, I love Cardi. I'm Team Barty.
Word.
Period.
You have the link with quality control now. You shouted out P the other day. There is a group that they have over there that keeps mentioning your name because they want to do a song with you. Would you do a record with the City Girls? Next question.
Either that pause means it's already done or like loaded.
Well, I don't know. What I will say is that a few years ago, I saw a video of them and I asked someone on their team at that time, I asked someone about them. Like, oh my God, I heard and I saw this video and that's cute. That like, I was thinking about jumping on a record, one of their records that was out at that time. And then social media happened. You know what I'm saying? Social media happened with when, people will say things about someone, like an artist, whether they tweet it or say it, or whether they get pulled, whether it gets pulled out of them in an interview or something like that. And the thing is, whenever you post something on the internet, it's there forever.
Yeah.
Whenever you say something in an interview, it's there forever. So, as a human being, an artist is a human being first. So, if I, as just a regular human, was about to do something with you, if I was about to go out to dinner with you tonight, and then I get something that says, "Yo, she don't really fuck with you like that. She was saying this, and she don't really like you, and she said she hopes you actually, never pop or never flourish and da da da." I'm not gonna go out to dinner with you anymore because now I know that I like you, but you don't really like me. So, I'm just, that's just a human way to feel. If you hear somebody was saying things about you, not just one thing, but repeated tweets for years, not just one thing. So
it's hard to let that go.
No, it's let go.
Yeah,
it's let go, but it's about, why would I work with somebody that doesn't like me?
Right.
According to Young Miami, the ladies did have a talk with Nicki about working with her in the future, and both Young Miami and Nicki Minaj confirmed the conversation went well, and they are moving on and moving forward. Unfortunately for Young Miami, the makeup didn't last long after she and Nicki Minaj were caught exchanging tweets over Young Miami using the phrase "get into some things" on her podcast. Nicki felt that Young Miami was copying her, and that reignited the drama between the two. Some fans questioned whether Nicki was ever over Young Miami disrespecting her on her Breakfast Club interview.
I'm supporting whoever supporting us.
Now we love Cardi.
Period.
Cardi support
that's
everything
home
we do.
team right there. So you'd fight for Cardi, basically.
Yeah, I love Cardi. I'm team Barty.
Nicki and JT, however, made amends after Nicki asked JT to rap her old diss track to everybody on IG Live.
This track is against me in the car, when you was in the car. How that song go? Rap that song right now.
My diss song is saying, wait, what it say? Nicki can't rip no fucking beat. She ain't even from the streets. I was in my Jeep, my Lucy.
No, finish it. Keep it going.
Wait, I don't remember. I don't know. I scared. Nicki ain't even fucking streets. Nicki ain't in the fucking. Nicki can't rip no fucking beat. She ain't even from the streets. I'ma drop you like a bag of groceries.
Bitch.
You know what the groceries too heavy and you drop it at the door?
Mm-hmm.
With you in my delusional mind and my little sheet and my scammer days, I was just so mad. Like I don't know why I was so mad.
Okay. So how much money? Girl?
Shortly after JT obliged Nicki Minaj's request, she soon featured her on the Super Freaky Girls Queen mix, which ultimately left Young Miami feeling a way that she wasn't included. Many fans didn't think much about Young Miami being left off the song, considering the fact that the ladies had been featuring on songs without the other for the past year or so. Although JT did a few features here or there, she was very clear about her being comfortable and lazy, which is likely why the City Girls could not get it together. JT went on to say, "I'm so comfortable and content with myself that I don't even think I'm struggling. Back then, I was really struggling, and when you're struggling, I feel like you make the best music. When you ain't got nothing to lose, you make the best music. I really come from nothing, so anything is a blessing to me. I got lazy and comfortable at one point, but I'm getting back into that mode where I feel like we've got something to prove. So right now, that's what I'm on. It's comeback season." Fans begin to question JT not being seen with Young Miami at certain events, therefore question whether or not the group was still a duo or not.
Love, I don't know, the evolution, and just you both supporting each other together as a group and individually. Because I think there's always this pressure of, are they going to break up? It's like, why can't you guys do your own thing? But maybe I'm just too optimistic. Do you feel like there's a different pressure on women to have to live up to industry standards like that, right? Like, is the group breaking up? Versus, you guys are doing solo stuff and working as a group. Do you feel like you guys get scrutinized differently than other people in general?
Yeah, I think that it's just so entertaining for them to put me and Carisha against each other. They've been doing it since, I could say since I got out.
So you think they say that to break you guys up more so
Not
like that?
even to break us up, only because, drama is we are in the urban media. We hip hop. And I feel like mess is so intriguing to people. So they'll be like, they're about to break up. They're about to break up. Ooh, they finna break up. She don't like her. She looked at her like this. And I be like, what the fuck is you talking about? And I feel like they don't really want that. I don't think they really want that. I think they just saying that. And I think they instigating that because when it happens, somebody gonna be the bad guy. You get what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. When it actually happens, right. Which it won't happen. But I'm saying if it was to happen, somebody gonna get the blame for it. You left her or you left her. And it's just gonna be y'all never gonna be happy. It's two sides of a story. You probably see that I want to see them break up. But it's a lot of people that don't want to see us break up. You gotta remember the people. It's some people that's been on this journey with us since the beginning of time who don't want to see us break up. And then it's some people that just joined the journey and feel like, okay, y'all should break up. Instead of being like, okay, y'all do y'all thing separately, and then y'all do this together, and like y'all figure out a plan, and we still gonna support y'all. But it's like it gotta be a battle. I think everybody it's just like a basketball game.
What about people like me who are like, you could do both? Right? Like you could be in the group.
It's some people that say
and just do your own thing as well. Like I don't know why it's a this or that situation.
It's a lot of people that feel like that too. I see them. I see people that say that all the time.
I don't get it because it's like, okay, we have other jobs to do. Do you know what I mean? Like people work multiple jobs in general. If you just look at an average person in today, they probably have multiple jobs that wants to pay the bills or whatever. So I don't know. I never was a fan of this. You guys have to stick together. You have to be with each other all the time. It's like,
I always express this.
Okay.
We have different needs in life and different things going on. We have different things. So I would never want to hinder her, like stun her growth from what she got to do to feed her family. That is like selfish and stupid. It's just like, girl, what? Like,
are the conversations easy when, you know, JT, I know there's been talks about you wanting to do a solo album. Are those conversations hard between you two? Or is it just, hey, I'm going to do a solo album? What do you think?
No, I feel like we talk about it, but we haven't like really like talked about it. Sure. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like how, because if I was to do that, I want it to make sense for both of us. So you get what I'm trying to say? I don't want it to seem like, oh, okay, this is me. I want it to all circle back into the City Girls. I want everything to make sense for us. And I feel like we don't never sit down and strategize and plan properly, do the months in the 12 to 18. We never did that in our career. Like a real sit down and be like, okay, now this month we gonna do this. Right. And then this month we gotta have our deadline by this, and I feel like that's what a lot of other artists do. They be already having their cover arts, they vinyls.
The next 2 years planned out.
It be planned out, and I feel like that's what we need to start doing. So it won't be all over the place, and we need to sit and have these conversations like, hey, okay, you finna do this, but how does this make sense for the brand overall? Like, how could we use this to come back into one? Because if we keep doing it separate, it's gonna seem like that's when people gonna be like, and it's gonna be hard to sell a brand. And I don't ever want it to not be a City Girl. It's like that, because I'll be like, hold on, like, no, I don't ever want it to not be a City Girl.
How about for you, Miami? Do you want to do a solo project?
Yeah,
at some point.
I feel like why not? Like, you know, of course. I feel like why not? I'm an artist. I rap too, so like, yeah, of course.
The City Girls struggled to release their fourth project, Raw, but they didn't hold back from dropping a massive record with singer Usher. The label pushed back this album to avoid competing with Beyonce's Renaissance, but JT took to Twitter to announce that the album wasn't quite finished. Every time the ladies are set to release a project, there is always some type of adversity that meets them there. Although the ladies were unsuccessful with getting their album out, they were able to go on tour with Jack Harlow to continue to stay relevant and push the music that they did have. If the ladies weren't showing out on stage, they were definitely showing out online. The City Girls seemed to stay in beef. While Nicki Minaj and Young Miami were on the outs, it seems JT and Cardi B had a beef of their own. It all started after Glorilla dropped her song Tomorrow 2 featuring Cardi B. JT was on Twitter responding to a few JT hate pages regarding the song, and that didn't sit too well with Miss Cardi B. The ladies had a heated exchange on Twitter as well as an exchange in the DMs, and it resulted in Cardi calling JT a lapdog and prison pants. Till this day, the ladies aren't quite fond of each other, all over a misunderstanding. As the City Girls are continuing to push through on their fourth project, Raw, they're hit with yet another blow. Quality Control sold its ownership to Scooter Braun. Changes in company owners could have definitely pushed the project back even more. With the album steadily being on the back burner, the City Girls had to battle with the fans and defend the accusations of the group breaking up.
Just to clear it up, the group is not breaking up, because I know a lot of people heard that single like, oh, the group's breaking up. The group is not breaking up. Y'all together, y'all doing now.
The ladies went on to drop their fourth and final project later that year. Until this date, they have sold a little over 10,000 copies. This album was not a success, and it was due to lack of support and marketing from the group and the label.
Have a bad timing thing. I feel like our timing, our management is poor. I feel like it goes into a lot of that. Like, I feel like we got poor management, poor timing. Like, it's really never no strategy. We just out here. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? It's just like, why the fuck is we at the Breakfast Club a week after our thing? The situation is you can't. What about the people that did buy?
Absolutely.
You gonna ignore the people that did buy to keep talking about the people who didn't buy or the numbers and the sales? Because those people really give about us. All 6,000 of them, they really care about us. No matter what the number amount is, those 6,000 people deserve their thank you. Like, thank you for real.
Right.
I appreciate that, because it's like, it's not, to me, it's not embarrassing. It's just like a reality check to do better and come harder or like figure it out. It's just like a reality check. It's not embarrassment. It's not the end of the world. You can lose and win. Like, it's all a game. Like, you can lose and you can win and you can win and you can lose. Everybody ain't gonna win every day.
After dropping their final project, it's becoming more apparent that the ladies are going their separate ways. Although it wasn't quite announced, the fans could tell and begin to call out what they saw, despite the group members denying the claims.
I personally feel like if we're not gonna do it together, I won't do it because she brought me into it. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like if people feel like JT need to go, so I'm like, shit, she could do it. This her passion. She good as fuck at it. She brought this side out of me. You know what I'm trying to say?
And that's a lot of times, like a person. I remember it's somebody and they'll keep trying to like force me to do a song without Carisha, and I was like, no, like she gonna be on this song too. Like y'all for to figure it out. Like she gonna be on this song. I'm not. And Carisha like the type of person that like she don't give a fuck. You could have did it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. Like it's either you coming on this song or it's fuck her. Like, and at the time the person was so hot. You get what I'm saying? And it was like, no, like we coming on this shit together, and we did our shit, and it's like, cause that's exactly what she said. That's how we started, and I feel like I won't go solo only for one reason. Same thing she said, like we started together. I don't want to go over here, and I don't want to be found over here trying to outdo her or go against each other. Go against, like, cause that's what people are pinpointing. Like people are coming to me, oh, I see she doing this without you. Like, she got this going on, so what you gonna do? And I be like, shit, I figure it out. And they'll just be looking at me like, what the fuck? And it ain't never like a race. You get what I'm trying to say? Because if it was a race, I got the same. We got the same. You get what I'm trying to say? So
JT was featured on other projects as JT and no longer as City Girls, and Young Miami appeared to be elevating with her acting opportunities, her podcast, and her beau, Diddy. Or so she thought. Young Miami continued to date Diddy as he dated other women, but it wasn't until he was hit with a series of lawsuits and his home being raided by federal agents that Young Miami decided to distance herself from him. At the end of 2023, Diddy was hit with a massive lawsuit from his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, and that lawsuit sparked a series of lawsuits to follow. Early 2024, Diddy was faced with a lawsuit from a former employee known as Lil Rod, who also named Young Miami in the lawsuit. Young Miami was being accused of trafficking drugs for Diddy, specifically pink cocaine. Young Miami has since denied all allegations. Young Miami's fate soon began to change as she was faced with another lawsuit over merch. And it wouldn't be long before she and her group member had a public argument online. Shortly after this online war, which included Carisha's best friend, Saucy Santana, City Girls unofficially announced that they are no longer a group. Young Miami stated in an interview with Complex that she heavily considered going solo after their album Raw dropped and the numbers didn't do so good. She said the rollout was terrible. She also said that she and JT just weren't connecting because they were in two different places.
I think when the City Girls album just dropped and it didn't do too well, and we was just like trying to do our press run, you know, the whole rollout of the album was just so bad because we was just in two different spaces. You know, like we older now, and it was just like she was doing her own thing. She on the West Coast, I'm in Miami, I'm doing my own thing, and I felt like naturally when she doing her own thing, it just worked for her. And when I'm doing my own thing, it worked for me. But when we get together as a group, it just wasn't connecting. Like it just wasn't working no more. So I think we both was at a point where we was just like, we probably should just do our own shit.
Right.
Young Miami is continuing to push new music, although her label doesn't see any growth in her. She has a new card game that has been very successful, as well as an award-winning podcast. She is adamant that she and Diddy are no longer together, and she only supported him when everyone else was doing it.
Well, I met Diddy at Tea Party, and I met him when he was in a love era. And I met Diddy when the world was celebrating him and giving him his flowers while he was alive. Like he was getting the Global Icon Award, the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Key to the City. He had a new album that was coming out. So I was celebrating him with the world. And I just feel like everybody trying to crucify me for it. Like, you was his biggest advocate, you was his cheerleader, but I was just celebrating when the world was celebrating him. So why am I being crucified, or why am I being separated?
Yeah. So when it comes to Diddy, why do you think that you are so heavily involved in everything? Like everything that comes out about him, like you said, it's automatically, well, what you think? Well, how you feel? What you got to say?
Because people feel like I was Diddy's biggest cheerleader and I made him my brand. And I feel like Diddy was on brand for me. I got with Diddy environment to my life.
Yeah. Are you still dating Puff Daddy?
I'm not. I said I was gonna tell my truth. I think that it really, really, really hurt me because I just feel like, Puff was a really, really good person to me. I feel like he came and he helped me and, he elevated me and he saw a lot of things in me. And I feel like that's like one of his specialties. Like, he know how to like find people and, identify their talent. And he was able to see more than music in me. And I felt like he brought out another side of me. Like, he brought out like my jitsu side. Like, my woman side. Like, it was like a lot of things that I didn't see in me that he brought out of me. Like, baby girl, you more than music. You an icon. You a motherfucking mogul. You know what I'm saying? Like, put God first. Make sure you keep God with everything that you do. But I just felt like when all these things came out, I just needed to take a break and focus on what's important. That was just me and my career and my family, and just, let him navigate and figure it out on his own, because I can't get caught up in it.
Although he was so great to you and you didn't experience that, you still feel like just with everything that's transpiring, in order for you to soar or to keep elevating, you need to disassociate yourself.
It's not in order for me to keep soaring or, just to elevate myself. I just feel like, although that wasn't my experience, and he was such a good person to me, and that's what people don't understand about like me and Puff relationship. They was just like, you was so loud, and you made him a part of your friend, and like you just thought that you had something, and it wasn't that. Because I think the same thing with him. Like, he didn't expect to fall in love with me, because we did end up falling in love with each other. And I just feel like, it's just everything that's going on. Like, I don't want to get caught up in that, and I just need a moment to just pour into me.
Yeah.
As for JT, she may not have had time for the group, but she definitely has time for her own dreams. She recently released 3 popular singles over the past year, as well as a charting mixtape, City Cinderella. She's starting from the bottom, and she's perfectly okay with that, as she continues to pursue other avenues beyond music, such as fashion. She landed a deal with the Black-owned eyewear company Lorvay, and currently working on a custom nipple cover and boob tape line geared toward darker-skinned women.
The one thing that I have been in works for almost 2 years is like a boob tape line, just for like brown girls, because like nipple covers never our color. And when I went on tour with Jack Harlow, around that time, it was like nipple pasties that wasn't my color. I'm like, okay, when I get off this tour, I gotta develop my own product.
That makes sense.
And then I need tape.
Yeah.
Because my boobs, it's just got a mind of their own.
Well, what size some titties is?
Whenever I wake up in the morning, they just be a different size. So I'd be like, okay.
Whatever they are today, that's what they is.
Yeah, whatever they is today. But I want to do boob tape and, of course, makeup. But first, before I start makeup, I kind of want to be more educated. So I'm in works of a brand deal right now.
Good.
Hopefully I get it, fingers crossed.
Although many of the fans could predict that the City Girls would not last long, it was definitely not something that JT ever desired for her and Young Miami.
What about City Girls? What does the future of City Girls look like?
Hopefully, the future of the City Girls can be the City Girls. And I pray that our egos does not like separate it, or the internet, or guys, or like nothing. You get what I'm trying to say? Like nothing. Do you worry
about that? A little bit.
Sometimes I be on my shit. Sometimes she be on her shit. Like
you're human.
We're human. We're women. We're not girls. We're women. Like sometimes I want to be with my man. So it's just like sometimes she want to be with my man, and I hope that's not what be the reason. I definitely don't. I do not see beefing and breaking up with the City Girls at all. Like ever. Like that's just stupid. Like it's just like for real. No. Yeah. Beefing, breaking up, hell.
Shit ain't all good and it's not all bad. Like, we don't talk every day, but it's no beef on my end. I still look at her like as family, but it's not like we on the phone, we chatting every day, or we checking in like, hey, she posting my shit, I'm posting her shit. It's not, I won't say we beefing, but it's not.
Do you feel like taking it to the internet, or do you feel like things that happen behind the scenes have went too far that it'll never be the same motherfucker the old days?
I feel like once we go to the internet, that's kind of like I'm a type of person, like, if we feel some type of way, we can hash this shit out behind closed doors. You could call my phone, we can text each other, we can cuss each other out. But like, once they go to the internet, I feel like you're trying to get people to pick a side. Like, you putting people in our business to pick a side, and I don't fuck with that. Because I feel like we've been friends for so long that if we gonna go to the internet, we gotta air each other dirty laundry. Like, I'm gonna have to say some shit about you gonna have to say some shit about me, and people will have to pick a side. And if we real friends, we ain't going to the internet. I'm not going to the internet, and I felt like, I'm always the one that's gonna let the narrative run and let people think what they want to think and not clear nothing up, because it's just, it'll never be that serious to me. Like, I'm cool, I ain't gotta clear nothing up.
So how long behind the scenes do you feel like have things been rocky between y'all two?
I feel like it's been a minute. It's been a minute since shit been going on behind closed doors. Like, I just feel like we outgrew each other. I feel like she was in LA, I was in Miami. She was been working on her shit. I didn't know. And I just feel like every time we try to get together, it just didn't hit.
Do you feel like distance, you living in Miami, she living in LA, you know, did that play a part in the wedge of y'all two?
I don't know.
Did y'all go to the studio together? How was recording? Because y'all last album didn't do well. And I feel like even in interviews, y'all weren't in sync. And it didn't look like something that just happened. It looked like something that's been occurring.
Yeah. I just felt like when we got together, it just wasn't hitting. I just felt like we was just in two different headspaces. Like the way we dressed was different. Like I'm more of, I wear a leotard, JT want to wear something covered. So I just felt like whenever we tried to get together, it just didn't connect. Like we'll be on tour. She got her own dressing room. I got my own dressing room. She riding with her own glam team. I ride with my own glam team. When we get on the stage and we do our routine, that was probably like the only interaction we had at the time when we was on tour together. So I don't really know like what was the moment that separated us, but I just felt like it became a time where like when we was getting together, it just wasn't connecting. And I was just like, ain't no money in the group. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to the studio together. I'm doing a feature. People calling for the City Girls. You know, it's either me or it's you. It just wasn't connecting no more. And I just felt like that's what really made me like start my own brand. Like, I gotta do something because I'm in this group. The group ain't making no money. We not working. So it just became a point where we was just like on two different pages. And I felt like whenever we just a video shoot, just anything like, it just wasn't connecting. And I was just like, you know what? I gotta like figure something out.
JT and Young Miami's transition from city girls to flourishing individual acts marks a significant evolution in their musical journey. Even if we never get another City Girls album, these two have given fans plenty to remember and more to look forward to. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch the rise and fall of the City Girls. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you have yet to subscribe to the channel, please go ahead and do so. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.